Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Green by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So we have Gemini, Cancer, Cusp, and there's an energy that you you make something look so easy. You make something look so effortlessly. Um, and it seems like it just comes natural to you. Whether, and just to give a couple of examples, right? This can be the way that you retain information. This can be the way that you handle yourself under pressure. This can be the way that you learn, right? This can be the way that you work out. This can be all of the things that you accomplish in 24 hours, regardless of what it is. But yeah, it looks effortlessly. It looks like it's just like you just wake up and you're just like, it's like it's just it's like this kind of like I don't know what I'm doing with my hand, but it's almost kind of like this. It just kind of flows. It just kind of goes. But in reality, it wasn't always like that, right? This has been what people are seeing and what people are interpreting, let's put it this way, as effortlessly, came after many trials and error, came after many years of practice, of learning, of tearing down and rebuilding. And because of that, you can now stand and present something in such a way that people are in awe. And again, it can be something so simple, right? Or something that to you may be small, or to someone it may be small, but you spend a lot of time perfecting something. So something very what can I use as an example? All right, so there was once this, it's a folk tale, I guess, of this painter that was captured by a king, and I'm pretty sure you guys have heard it, and I'm gonna screw it up because I always do, because I be forgetting certain points as soon as I get to the point, right? And he was captured by the king, and the king told him to draw him, I think it was a bird or a parrot or something, it was something, and he wanted it perfectly drawn in like 5 minutes, or that he was going to like kill him, execute him, excuse me, that's the word I should use. And so the painter goes back to his house and he starts practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. And all in a while, the king, I guess he must have forgotten. A year later, I think, I don't know if it was like 10 or 15 years later, who cares, right? The whole point is a long time happened. And the king goes and asks for the painter to be brought back up. And the king again asks him, like, I want you to paint me let's say a bird in 5 minutes, like perfectly. And he goes ahead and he executes it, and he's able to do it perfectly. So then the king asked him, well, why did it take you so long to do it perfectly? Like, why did it take you 10-15 years to actually be able to draw it perfectly in 5 minutes? Daily practice, right? When you show up and when you're dedicated to whatever it is, whether it is at your, like in your home, at work, your hobby, your whatever, your career, when you show up every single day and you give 100% of yourself, eventually whatever it is that you are doing, it seems like it's effortlessly, it seems like it just comes so easy to you. But that is years and years and years of being dedicated and of staying committed to whatever it is that people are noticing or saying that looks effortlessly. What is this question mark? It almost kind of, okay, there, because it looked like a question mark for like a quick second, but what is that thing that the sheep's, a sheep person, that staff thingy, what is it called? And you guys know, I mean, what is that called? A shepherd's crook. That is what they're showing me, a shepherd's crook. Um, I'm just reading. I don't know. I got so distracted with this because, like, I really like. Oh, I was like, okay, what is it that it's used for? It's used to aid in defending against attacks by predators. Um, but anyways, that is they're showing me that symbol for you guys, and it is almost kind of like this energy that you're 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 you may have been questioning or may have been wondering, like, um if a certain area or a certain situation in your life is protected. And I don't know why that's the way that it's coming in, but it's like there's no need to worry is what you're being told, whether this is like an investment when it comes to finances, or maybe this is an investment emotionally that you're making, or whatever it is. It's like, it's almost kind of like, don't worry, like, spirit is saying, like your whole spiritual team is like, don't worry, we got your back, like, go, like, we're walking this path with you. And I feel like some of you needed to be reminded of that, because again, there was some kind of like, well, certain things, certain challenges were rough, and there was a point there where some of you may have felt a little alone, but you have never really been alone. And I feel like that is a confirmation that some of you really needed to hear, to kind of allow you allow you in a sense to go ahead and invest the time, the energy, the money, whatever it is, in this new endeavor that you are considering at this moment in time. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a few tarot just to clarify. We have the Lady of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have the Spirit of Pentacles in the reverse. So when we look at this Lady of Cups and we look at this Nine of Swords, again, anything that, and then we have the Spirit of Pentacles in the reverse. There is an energy here that try your best as you're going to go down this new investment in whatever area it is. Try your best to keep the focus as to why it is that you're passionate about it, or why it is that you're going to start doing it. And don't focus so much on any challenges or any trials that may come with this, because it's almost kind of like, again, you are very heavily spiritually protected when it comes to this specific path in your life. And for all of you, it's going to be different what that path is, but you're being told that as of right now, like, it's clear, like, it's safe to go down that way. It is safe to just be. That the only thing that can change that, or the only thing that can bring any interfering energy, are your own thoughts, by you talking them and then speaking them into existence. So think into existence what it is that you want, and not what it is that you fear, or what it is that you're trying to avoid. Let's just put it that way. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a love energy card. Now, the love energy doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be platonic. It can be your relationship with work, your relationship with yourself, etc. We're just picking up on the love energy that is surrounding you this week. Just give me one card, Spirit. And we have healing heart. So with the healing heart, we have healing from a heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addictions. And it's very funny that this energy, and I don't mean like in a haha like type of thing, is just with that, with what we're just talking about with the tarot card, right? Where it is you're healing from that space where you spoke a lot of the things that you were trying to avoid into existence, not because of anything else other than a maybe not understanding at the moment what it meant when it is said. Your words become they're literally become what it is that you manifest. So there are ways, let's put it this way, to actually speak things into existence, and there's also ways to avoid certain things to come in, and learning that, I feel that has brought a lot of healing energy when it comes to maybe forgiving yourself, forgiving others, but also allowing yourself the space to continue on tweaking and making adjustments when it comes to what it is that you're speaking into existence. So let's go ahead and let's get a closing message for you guys. So just one card, Spirit, one card. What is your closing message? Okay. Okay. So we have two extra cards because I'm only going to take the main one. The two extra card that came out was the number 7, the Covenant, Sacred Contracts, and the number 39, Me Talks, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So when we talk about sacred contracts and we talk about the Me Talks, right? When we talk about repairing the body, mind, and spirit, right? Having it in alignment, having everything within you, it is almost kind of like, it just becomes a lot easier, let's put it this way, or it is a lot less stressful because you're able to make decisions without having to overthink them or overanalyze them, but it's almost kind of like a knowing from within you, and that is something that has been happening or has been working, let's put it this way, behind the scene. With repairing the veil, the number 45 is forgiveness. Forgiveness is the main energy for you guys, and a lot of this forgiveness comes from yourself, to yourself. It comes from the space of like, wow, I didn't know that I was literally calling all of these things into my life, and I spent so much time just in that energy thinking that I was, calling in what I wanted, but it's like now I see, right? So there is a connection here with finally seeing something clearly and allowing yourself that space to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, and that's pretty much the main thing to take from that. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye bye.